This morning, we're talking about an empowering book series called Women Gone Wild. This series equips women with practical advice, personal stories, and strategies for success in both personal and professional endeavors. Here to discuss is the author of the series, Rhonda Swan, along with her daughter, Hannah Swan. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
I love this mother-daughter combo right now. I am living for it.
So fun.
Makes me miss my mom. Well, let's get right into it. Tell us about this book and the special edition. This is the Wealth Edition.
Yep.
We have a Wild series. Talk to us about what's going on.
Yeah, so Women Gone Wild was a kind of an idea that came to me. I was sitting with all my clients, they're all women, and we're building their brands because I run a branding firm. And we all sat there and went, wait a minute, we're all collaborating, working together, sharing, best kept secrets. We're like, why don't more women do this? So we said, let's just write a book. Let's write a book and let's break and shatter all of the barriers of what women think it's like to work together.
Absolutely.
And so we wrote the first book. It was a smash hit. And then I decided to do the Wild series, which this is the Wealth Edition. And then Intuition, Leadership, and Diversity follows.
Wow, so intuition, leadership, and diversity. Now, I'm really curious because you said branding company.
Yeah.
How did all of that play into becoming an author and then now building this brand?
Well, I mean, having a book obviously helps you not only share your thought leadership, but it shows your expertise. And so this book is a collaboration book with 21 different women. Wow. And we bring all of their stories together. In fact, my daughter Hannah is also one of the authors. And, it's about inspiring more women to not only be empowered, but to share their stories in a very authentic way.
Absolutely. So what was really, you talked about the women coming together, sort of like this community, but what was the inspiration behind saying, because it's one thing to share stories and then say, we need a book.
Let's do this. Yeah. Well, it came down to when Hannah was born. I was a corporate executive before she was born, and I witnessed a woman putting a 6-week-old baby in daycare. Now, nothing against daycare. However, this woman came in and she was late for a meeting, and my boss yelled at her for being late. And I went, wait, is that who I'm going to be for other women? Is that what I'm going to do? Right. And I said, I'm going to change things. And so I started our company. I quit corporate, started our branding firm, and started teaching people how to not only build their brand, but build it online. And then, of course, a book follows because it just allows you to really showcase who and what you are and inspire other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I'm really curious. Hannah, talk to us about your experience. You're working with your mom. You're an author as well on the book. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I grew up with traveling my entire life with my parents. I think I've been over to 25 different countries living, and I realized that you create wealth through experiences, and that's what I really wrote this chapter on. Each of the women in this book touch on what wealth means to them, redefining wealth in a way. And so for me, the biggest thing that brought me value in life was these experiences with my parents. And I realized by writing, I'm able to help inspire other women as well as younger girls just like me who may not believe in themselves yet. And I hope by sharing my voice, I'm able to uplift these young girls to believe they can do something now and they don't have to wait.
That is really powerful. Oh my goodness. I'm like, how old are you? What's happening here? The wisdom that's coming out of your mouth right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You must be so proud.
Yeah, we're really close. Because we've traveled, we left in 07, 08 from San Diego, and we have been together. My husband, Brian, Hannah and I were called the Unstoppable Family. And we just realized that the more we can inspire others, right, the better the world will be. And that's really what this book stands for. It's kind of like a call to altar, where women come, share your stories, come together. And when we do that, we bond together, right? And that's, created so much more closeness in our family.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to us really quick about the Wild universe.
Yeah, so because I'm, kind of a crazy marketer, and I own this firm, and I was one of the first women in digital marketing in 2004. Before it was cool, before social media. And so once we did the book, I realized, okay, now how do we put more women's voices in front of others? So we have now the Wild Mag just launched. We've got our print and our digital editions. We're telling stories in our magazine as well of women and their what they've conquered, what they've gone through, their stories, their trials, their tribulations.
Yes.
And then we have also built My Wild Network, which is an online platform for women's content that streams over 300 plus streaming networks around the world. So together with the book, the magazine, and the network, work. Now
Yes.
we have women's stories can be shared everywhere.
Well, Rhonda, thank you so much for coming in this morning and talking. I mean, just anyone with a marketing background, I vibe with it. I vibe with you there too, and just the branding of it, all of it. This is a really exciting thing, and to be working with your daughter as well. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
To learn more about this empowering book series, head to wgwbook.com.